the end of the day, who got us into all of this but our main man, Wayne Pacelle. To his computer. So Wayne, could you come up here with your computer? Many people in New York know what goes on in this hotel. We know what goes on here in Century City. You give Academy Award. You give the Oscar. You give the Oscar to the leading actor, the person who inspired it all. And this year, Wayne, we're awarding it to you. Wayne is going to tell you it doesn't happen without a team, but the team has been introduced, and now it's.
Thank you. You know, I never have notes really, but there are so many of you, and we haven't declared this yet. We're pretty close to declaring this.
All right.
We got 21.5% in, and we're now about a little above 62%. You know, Sharon really was the person on our board of directors who said, we need to be all in on Prop 2. That this is one of the fights that this movement has ever taken on, and we can't be in a quarter or a half or three quarters, we need to be all in. And the rest of the board was there right with her, with Gil and others, the National Council. And then the fantastic staff. I mean, I hate to even start listing you because I know I'll forget the folks on the staff. But Jennifer Fearing and Mike Markarian and Paul Shapiro and Jennifer Hillman and Heather and Josh Balk and our litigation team. We filed 18 legal actions against team, but we felt we had to bring the A team, so I brought Jane Garrison in. Lady Petrosian stepped up, John Winfield hosting the party. Kathy Preston has been just beyond amazing. I'm going to get to others, I'm going to mention others, but I want to say just a few things. When I got into this, I always had a love of animals and an empathy for animals ever since I was a little kid. But it was when I became vegetarian and then vegan when I was 19 that I really got all into this cause. And I was in college, and I remember struggling to get vegan meals in the dining hall system. When you talk about marginal, we were marginal in 1985. If we were this measure tonight, we are in the mainstream like never before. You know, when we read Peter Singer and Jim Mason about factory farms, we thought, you know, this is just too big. You know, the critique is there, but this industry is too strong for us. And to think now, with Gene Bauer, my great friend, and David Wolfson and others, when we hatched Florida in 2002, the first ballot measure in this country to take on industrialized agriculture, to stop the inhumane confinement of animals, we thought, my God, you know, this is a big fight for us. We won then, we won in Arizona, and we're going to win tonight here in California. You know, I always thought then, and I thought in subsequent...
16% reporting.
We're beyond 16. We're at 21. You know, when I thought that, you know, even back then, I thought if the American public could see what was going on, they would not accept what was happening. They would not accept it. We've never been given the opportunity as a nation to make a judgment about these practices. But now in Florida and Arizona and here in California, the judgment is being made, and it is a harsh judgment of this industry. A very harsh judgment. You know, I just want to say that, you know, this was not some little fight here in California. This is the #1 ag state in the nation. We had 250 corporations give an average of $38,000 each against us. They brought more than $9 million to the fight, and I don't even think they're going to get 40% tonight. We saw President-elect Obama. We saw the Democrats make big gains in the House and the Senate tonight. That's still playing out. But I want to remind everyone that a lot of this partisan stuff is cyclical in this nation. We've seen it with Reagan in '80 and the ascendancy of the Republican majority. The Democrats are now ascendant. Our issue transcends all political parties. The ideals of compassion and kindness and mercy and being concerned about these creatures who have the same spark of life that we have is not something we should ever box in one political party. We need to reach every American, every person in this world. And what we're seeing with these county results is we're not just winning in LA and San Francisco, we're winning in Placer County, and we're winning in Maricopa County, and San Bernardino County. We're winning all over in the I really just want to conclude by just expressing my sincerest gratitude to every single one of you for being part of this. Each one of us has a piece of this victory tonight. You know, this would never have happened but for 4,000 people who went out and gathered signatures. Those of you who forwarded emails and talked to your family members and talked to friends and gave money, who would have thought we could have raised $10 million? The biggest campaign this movement has ever seen. You know, all of you made this possible. And we reached regular people in communities throughout California. And in fact, thanks to Oprah and Ellen and the New York Times, we reached America. And to think of these 20 million creatures that people spoke for, even in the face of a $9 million campaign that said it would cost you more, it would threaten your food safety, it would drive people out of business, people sided with the animals. You know, you guys did it. You know, the history of this country is small groups of people imagining some larger concept, pursuing some ideal, and driving this change forward and giving the rest of the public the opportunity to do the right thing. What you did is you gave people the opportunity to do the right thing, and they responded. They responded. I just want to really express my undying gratitude to every one of you for being part of this. This is a movement. It's not about, you know, our staff at HSUS or, you know, key people who did this. Our hat is off to every one of the people who exhibited leadership, Beverly and our whole staff. But every person who's in this room and who was part of this core group has made history tonight. The history books will be written. This is going to be a turning point for our movement. I'm blessed to work with fantastic colleagues. My colleague Mike Markarian, he's my brother. He is so fantastic. He does such an amazing job. So many of my colleagues. And I think it was definitely a huge moment for HSUS when we combined our staff really with the folks at Compassion Over Killing. DC and we attracted some anti-factory farming superheroes in John Paul and Paul Shapiro.